this going here. All right, I've been playing with the audio a lot, so let's make sure that the audio is actually working right now.
Did you get it to work?
No, I did not. I'm like halfway there.
Do, re, mi, fa,
Very
sol,
complicated.
la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Let's see what we got here.
How come I can only sing in C major?
I'm impressed you even know what that is. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Huh?
Let's see if this is. Say something like sit up.
Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello. 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 Ah.
There's a lot of delay.
Yeah.
Like a 10-second delay.
Is that because you added the thing?
No, that thing's not operational right now.
Oh.
I had to unplug it and
That's
replug it in.
strange. Mix
Mix through, yeah. What do you want to go over that the people want to see?
It was, do you know the entry into the people pleaser?
There are several. I don't know any. I know like one of them.
How have you been doing it?
The simplest one is, well, we're here, you go, you touch, and then you go here, this,
Oh, that's cool.
right? And then you lift it up, and come back in. It's hard. When I was doing this with the brothers, keep them nameless, they were not happy to be here. And they would swim out, and they would get their, like it was hard to, I let me a couple times do it, and then they were like, I'm not gonna let you do that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
To get in here?
It's not easy when the person doesn't want to let you in here, but I do think that because I'm not standing up, you're not giving a leg injuries, right? So it does.
Do you do it on your
But
knees?
what they do is they stand up, right? So if you're here, no, I shouldn't be on my knees. I should be up. I mean, you can be on your knees, but here, right? Here, you're trying to get underneath. So if you, so you're here. You can stay, but then that's opening that space up. So you're gonna get your legs caught in that.
Yeah.
So it's anytime you can be, you can do it off of a, like a knee cut here as long as you stay south of the knee. So let's go back.
Let's rotate a little bit.
Yeah, let's go. Turn this way. So what he's saying is, you're here, and you can either pick up. You can pick up from here, come out if you stay in the open, or you might be, if you're more of a supine opponent, you can come here, but you don't want to come straight. Now that's different. Like if you listen to like Lucas Lepre, he's very good about getting his knee down, like in that pocket.
But he's not doing this particular move.
No, but in terms of a passing philosophy, I often hear Lucas Lepre talking about driving that knee deep into the hip. It's like the same thing that, when you get here and you can move around, you have that kind of hip control. But what Leo Viera is saying is, when you do this, the person has a lot of responses, right? Whenever you go straight through, they're going to come up on that single, and you're going to be in that scramble, as opposed to, the thing that he talks about is not letting your knee get past your hands, like your hand line. So when I'm here like this, if you're knee cutting, you should be here. So that way you're not exposing your legs as much to hooks, right? So as soon as I come up here and I try to go that way, you're able to make all those hooks to counter the knee cut. But if I don't come that way, it's very difficult for you to make hooks here. And then he's also saying, here again, my elbows, my hands are in front of my knees, right? Come back here, slide in. And then from here, he doesn't want you to pass right away. He's saying, come back to here and get into this position. So, cool. That's kind of the entry, any time that you can get out here.
How would you suggest drilling this? Like just starting with this to begin with, and then moving into the position, or do you like to start from all the way in and then going?
Well, I mean, if you are used to training from this position, which I think is a very common seated guard position, you should probably start from here. If you're drilling it, you know, why not get into the hand fighting, get the hand fighting practice, right? So if I'm in here, I should be, you know, be able to be here and not expose my head, my feet. And I mean, that could be just in terms of seated guard and passing seated guard. I would think that this is something that people don't probably practice enough. This isn't considered part of the pass, this open often. I think it's a big part.
Yeah.
Because this is, you know, if you're able, and I've been here a lot, if you get wrist control and head control, I'm not really passing anymore. I'm getting, you know, you're setting up your guard, you're on the attack.
I'm doing this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. I like this grip. So it's, you know, and so what do we do a lot of times, and I'm guilty of this, is you just step in. And so here you go, you're giving the person, now, yeah, if you're better than they are, you can probably just knee cut or scramble with them, and that might be a good drill too, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself in that situation as well, but if you can't afford to either give your training partner an advantage, like I don't think I can give you any advantages. I can't give you a head start. It's bad enough as it is, right? When you're training with someone who's really good, to just go one-on-one. And even just even if you let me set up grips, and it's still frustrating as hell, right? So if we're training, or you're training with somebody who's, you know, as good or better, and you can't afford, or in competition, you can't afford to give that person a little head start or, you know, an advantage, well then you need to practice in this position. And how often do you see in competition where the guys are, this is like the battle.
Yeah.
You know, just getting and closing this distance. So, you know, there's two kind of elements of this, is like if you stay here and let me, like you want to be in the guard. And you'll see that a lot where people are they just want to play guard. But the other part of this is if we're here and you don't want to play guard, you'll stand up.
Yeah.
So I have to be ready for that as well. So, you know, we're going to be in here, and I want to, you know, you can move around, push, here. Yeah, and you should be attacking me, right? And you should be making grips too.
You're holding my hand.
Yes. Let's see, look here. So, you know, there's a couple of things, these kind of little tricks. You know, you see a lot of people doing like the mercies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like this stuff. And then you'll see somebody, whatever, like Wagner Hoch is really kind of aggressive with that stuff. It'll be the mercy thing. But you can, you know, I like either, if I feel like the person trying to grab my hands, I'll make fists. And then you can't grab. So you don't want to have the person grab your fingers, right? Because now that's actually a pretty good grip. When you're slippery, maybe not.
Yeah.
But if you don't want someone grabbing your fingers, you gotta make fists, right? But then you want wrist control, right here, push, right here, and then stay on the outside, hook, right? And now you want to get up, right? You may either lift it, right? I'm gonna walk back. Oh, it's pretty simple in theory.
Yeah.
You know, so you can come in here. I like to just keep those hands just right off the bat. If I do that, you can do that to me, right? If I reach down, one of the things I don't know who I learned it from. I want to say Terry Brands. I was watching should do some Terry Brands stuff at some point, some wrestling for review of wrestling DVDs. I think it was Terry Brands, but he was saying, never reach top down, always reach hands like bottom up. So if we're here, it's tempting to do this, but it's easy for you to switch those grips. And this is a good drill for you. Every time I come from the top down, I'm potentially just giving you grips. So instead of that, I like to come under here. And if I get these, this is hard. Right now, you don't have grips on you. You have to clear grips. And so if we're here and I'm pushing you, right? Yeah, that's fine. Right? And then I suppose in this position here, trying to lock in here. Oh, that little hook. It's not that easy. It's not that easy in truth, but it is kind of, I think it's frustrating. I did this to Aubrey.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, she was very frustrated.
Yeah,
she even said,
going for it.
very frustrated.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
yeah. No, don't give me your hands. Right? You see how I'm like, yes.
So then you're like, how are you pulling this up to get it?
Well, if you keep your hand down, even if I'm here, like, I don't want to give away too much of the DVD because he has some good points here. But yeah, if I don't do anything, you're going to go to the other side. But you don't, yeah, that's fine. Because you're already sealing all this up because you see he's got his elbow and his knee together. So it's hard to, and your shoulder down, it's hard.
And you going right in your crotch.
That's always a good thing to have.
Make them an offer they care.
Yes. And so the here. And even in here, like here, you can go right to that, right? So if people are here, you know, if that leg is there, you can just take it.
This is dangerous for me. You're going to break this?
No, what am I gonna break it with?
Oh.
I don't think so.
I get nervous.
I think if you go too far like this, if you push this down, you know, some people might try to arm it, but I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's actually good for you. You know, people have to start coming here, you know, and hand fighting with you. This is what I get a lot of. There's this stuff, and then they'll swing this underneath. They'll flare the knee, right? I can't really turn my head very well, but I'm just trying to think. You do this stuff to me where you get the hook on the underhook on that front leg. Not the end of the world, but
still annoying.
I mean, it can be, right? So if you're here and I'm able to flare my knee down, right, and get some head control, like you'll see, like I feel like a lot of people are on my head, on my arm, they're fishing, maybe they come here for the guillotines. So whenever anybody's up here, I think this is super easy. And then if you just step in and push across, it turns my hip over. It's like a leg drag, essentially, right? That's good. I like that.
Oh, it's working. It's working. It's working. I got it.
You got nothing. See, look, I just turned it over on you. This is where it becomes hard, you know? There's a hamstring here. Here.
Check.
That. But see here, right, you can come to the other side. So it's always you're looking for
The other opportunity.
yeah. And then here, yeah, so they would throw that leg over, but they'll keep it here so you can't get up to this cross.
So, wait,
Yeah.
they don't let you get this?
No, so that's the thing. Like they'll stay heavy, and so now I can't get my arm across. So,
Heavy.
you know what I mean? Like they're
So instead of here.
yeah, they're gonna stay, right? So then it's hard
Yeah.
here.
What do I want? What do I want? Oh, that looks fun. Oh, no. Yeah, it's really good. A lot of hip control.
I mean, if you can, I mean, I don't see why you can't come here just and step across right into the. I don't know if he shows that. I
You
haven't
should
watched.
just step your leg all the way through.
Yes, into the heel hook.
It's the perfect plan.
Here. All right, and then so move around a little bit.
And then don't forget the people pleaser.
I hate this.
It's surprisingly good.
Yep. This is dirty.
Yeah, it's mean. Oh. Oh yeah, we had a question.
Who's we?
I'll bring it on.
Uh-huh.
When, let's say you have the leg lace.
Okay.
So, oh sorry, you have it.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so if I get this leg free, is the best route out going to be this way? Because that hides the heel, right?
Yeah.
And it allows me.
I think of like keeping the heel super tight here, and then yeah, trying to turn on it. Yes. And get out. Yeah.
I'll pass along the good news.
I think that's right. I mean, here depends because you can stay in here. This is the other thing that I was trying to do to the unnamed brothers, is I was trying to give them my foot, but they wouldn't take that bait. I was trying to play this game. So you're assuming here, and we're able to clear the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're clearing the leg, as long as your knee is down, I think it's really hard. But you also have opportunities for heel hooks of your own. Yeah. So
But
even if you pull it across, it's tight, but I don't. Yeah, you can come up on
the trap.
the track, but even then, it's really hard. Like when people are slippery.
You didn't even let me get set up. Let me get
No,
set up first.
I don't want you to be
so
so
easy.
You can have my leg. Well, if you're tied up like this, then it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, I know. I want it to be difficult. All right, now go. You like that? Oh yeah, this is the thing you do. What do you call that?
Knee push.
You should call it psh. Like psh. Remember talk to the hand?
Talk to the hand. That's to the face, though.
Yeah.
To the knee is just whatever. So if you lock in, go ahead, lock in on that.
Locked in.
All right. See, it's here. So once you get this on, like the leg, even here, right? If you grab it, I think this is like a really powerful kind of push.
Yeah.
Not the end of the
Got
world,
like
I mean,
a
for
little
you,
stiff
but.
arm.
But it's pretty good, you know, because you have to eventually you have to let go of this leg.
No.
Well, you can do the leg lace, but if you want to do a heel hook, you have to let go of the leg.
Maybe you do.
Well, fair enough. Okay, I do. Fair enough.
All right. I
So
believe you.
here, go ahead.
So if I'm
I think
in,
here. Yeah. It's okay. I'm out of the heel hook.
yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, if it's, you don't expect to go take the back. I mean, if you're Felipe Pena, okay, you're gonna get the back. But mere mortals, like just being out of there, I think is.
Oh, that's where he rolled, right?
Yeah, he did a roll. I don't know. I have to go back and watch. He did it twice.
Can I try?
It's beautiful. I mean,
Da, da, da. Oh wait, you're doing it to me. So, all right.
so he had him actually like this,
Uh-huh.
and then my sense is that he bellied down. Yes, he bellied down.
Here.
Yep, I think that's essentially what happened. Some version of that in the transition, but he like reversed course at one point because Gordon was coming up, I think, to try to take his back, and then he like switched, and then he took it. I mean, it was just pure wizardry from Felipe Pena.
I feel like I'm starting to see into the code of the matrix when it comes to like these little berimbolo things.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I know that in order to get a back take, I need this leg to come over the hip here, then I want this one to hook under here. So that's like, how do I make that happen? So it's like, come around here, push this knee.
No, there it is. But he did something. He did something a little trickier than that.
Yeah.
My recollection is because you're not going to do that to Gordon Ryan, right?
Oh, of course.
But
I mean,
that's. I think I have to go back and watch the video. Maybe we'll post that video. I mean, a lot of people have like looked at it and,
yeah, analyze it.
and analyzed it, but it's
That'd be fun.
you got to have high pain threshold and confidence that nothing's going to break, right? Is really the key to it. It's just mentally.
We got to get on that SARM string, right? Get
SARMs, yes.
thick ligaments. I think that's what that does. I don't know. No, it doesn't. But you know, get some HGH. Get
I
all
think
our muscles.
Felipe Pena is unique in his resolve. If you ever go back and you watch the Abu Dhabi match between, it was like 3 Abu Dhabis ago, again, him versus Hidalgo.
Mhm.
It was Hidalgo's last Abu Dhabi. And Hidalgo for the first like 5, more minutes of that match, just ragdolls him around. Like, it was like, he's gonna kill him. And then Felipe Pena still wins the match. He comes back from behind, you know, after I guess Adolfo got tired of ragdolling around for 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
And you see you see that and you're like, I think he may be, and there was the other one with, I think it was Herbert Santos, where Herbert kind of ragdolled him around a little bit, and then he broke Herbert's arm at the very end.
Gross.
So I think that was
Did
Herbert.
he win the match?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes. But I mean, you know, my Felipe Pena is he's like a pain sponge. He just soaks it up, I think, and then, but it does not stop him from like mentally being ready to finish the match when you get tired of inflicting pain. And
Yeah.
It's very hard to submit. I can't remember the last time I saw him get submitted in a match. I think if he ever has. Probably not. Anyway, guys, I hope you got a little entry. I'll put it onto them. I'm working on the video, trying to make it look pretty for the first one, and then from there set the template so we can do some more of these. I want to do. I've been watching some of the Ryan Hall, some of his new stuff.
cool.
I mean, his stuff is not like
Can we go over the Ryan Hall sweep?
the Ryan Hall sweep.
Mhm.
Which one?
The one where we're over the shoulder like this, and we've got it locked down,
Yeah.
and then we go.
Yeah, he's another wizard. I'm trying to think of the other ones that I've been watching lately. I mean, I still haven't totally watched all of the Lachlan Giles. I'd like to go over that, but that's huge. That's a huge amount of material because he just issues like a DVD pack full of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to master that stuff. But I mean, eventually I'd like to look at that and maybe some John stuff and just kind of preview it for people so they kind of talk about each one of these things.
Cool.
So yeah, it'd be fun. Some
Can I,
different stuff.
can I do the people pleaser? one?
People pleaser. The people want to be pleased. I'm going to set this up as a separate video so people can see it. Because it's your. I don't know what you want. It's the people. You name it. If you want to call it the people pleaser, it's
No, the
yours.
rule
This
is
is
you have to hit it 3 times before you can name a thing.
in competition.
But I don't compete.
I know you. You need to start, and then you can have a DVD called the people pleaser.
That inversion is so tight.
Well, but it's because I'm not really reacting.
To figure out how to
Yeah.
get some room in there. I blame the fact that you're wearing pants.
It is totally because I'm wearing pants. Hoorah. So if I come up, that's when it's going to be, you know, when I try to come around your head, that's the. So if I just lay there like a lump, yeah, it's going to be hard. So it's here. Maybe someone pushes you. That might be. Then you can roll. Oh. I'll take that too. That's pretty nice. If you have an A and a B, it's good. I like that little pull. That is nice.
Heel hooks. Alright. The end.
The end. Cut.
The people are pleased.
Thanks, guys. Have a great